Kwame Boateng. I'm a native of Asante region. But this Kente that I'm going to talk to you about is an Ewe Kente. It's an Ewe Kente. The colors is looking like an Asante Kente, but then it's not an Asante Kente. It's looking like an Asante Kente because the Ewes took the colors of the Ashanti ones and then either added it to theirs. Their Kente is adding to. Basically, the colors that they use are brown, light brown, black, and then formerly they weren't using green, blue, yellow, and then red. They use the adding tone colors to do their Kente, which is difficult to do. The Ashantis will not even try to do that particular Kente. But then when the Ewes came, they migrated from Nochi and then came to this in Ghana.
Where's Nochi?
Nochi is formerly in Benin.
Benin. And is that also part of Togo also?
No, it's not Togo.
Okay.
From Togo, you go to Benin.
Okay.
And they migrated from there and then they settled in Ghana here. They saw the Kentes that the Ashantis were doing. And they had their own Kente that are difficult to do. The Ashantis will not try at all even to do that. Their Kente is having something like an umbrella in it. Some are having elephant, some are having lizard, some are having cutlass. Asante will just do this in an intricate design, but the umbrellas and then this and the crocodiles are hard to do, so the Ashantis will not do. But then when the Ewes came to Ghana and then they saw the Ashanti colors, they liked the colors, so they took the colors and then they weave it. So this particular one is an Ewe Kente, but then it's having an Ashanti colors.
Are I know this is an antique piece. Mm-hmm. Are they using dyes or are they using natural things for these colors?
The former colors that the Voltarians were using are the natural, but these colors, I wouldn't say is dye, but it's not natural. You see, for Voltarian, what is natural for them is the brown, the light brown. They don't like the white colors. So any color apart from what they were using, they consider it artificial color. Yes, this is not original. So they will not take these colors as original. But it's not dye. But for the Ewes, it's not.
It's not their natural piece. Them, yes. This is an absolutely gorgeous piece, and I mentioned that as an antique. How old is this piece?
This particular piece is like 170 years old. It's part of the first Kente that they wove.
Is this a piece that you think has been passed down in the family?
Different generation. The queen mother that first used this, I cannot even trace where her bone is.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you talking to me about this Ewe piece. But, before I go, I have one question. I know you talked about the Asantes can't do Ewe. They can't do the Ewe colors, but the Ewe can do the Asante colors. Can you tell me why there is such a huge price difference between Ewe and Asante Kente? Ewe is more expensive, but why?
The only difference is the time that it will take a weaver to do the Ewe one, the original Ewe Kente. Even the modern weavers and the modern Ewe weavers, it's not everybody that can do what is same as Ewe Kente. It's difficult to do. And Ashanti weaver will take at most 3 months to do a set of Kente. But then the Ewe Kente that I'm talking to you about, a weaver can sit on it and it will take him like 9 months to do. No modern weaver will waste his time in doing something of that sort. Because if you are weaving an original Ewe Kente, it must have either an umbrella in it, elephant in it, a cutlass in it, to signify a particular tribe that particular chief, that word, that particular Kente was leading. Yes. So it's difficult to do. It's not about the thread, it's not about anything. No Ashanti weaver will try doing that. But the Ewes, they came, they were doing it, and now they found a different version of Kente that is easy to do, that people like. So why don't switch to the easy one and then make money than to sit on one Kente that will take like 9 months to complete. While there are kintes that will take you 3 months, you could do 3 instead of doing only 1. These are natural.
So this is natural. This
Yes.
is more traditional
Yes.
Ewe.
Kente.
Wow. How old would you say this piece is?
This one is not as old as this one. This one, you could see green in it. This, I cannot give you the exact year, but I can tell you it's not as old as this one. Yes. Because if it was old, then it should be older than this.
Right.
And if it is older than this, then it shouldn't have the green.
Because this green is really
Yes,
vibrant.
yes.
And the interesting thing here, this is a newer piece, but with the older piece, you can tell it's a little bit faded. It looks a little bit more worn, but not necessarily worn. But I can tell the difference between that one. What do we have here? This is gorgeous. This is another Ewe piece. This is another new piece. And I can tell the interesting thing is the fabric is really thin. It's really thin. But then you get into these thicker pieces. These thicker pieces remind me of the Asante Kente. The Asante Kente, they're using the single weave method. This feels like a single weave, but this right here feels like a really nice heavy linen. The texture is crazy. Beautiful. The blue is absolutely striking. Is this white and blue?
Yes.
Oh.
You know, the issue
Wow.
about this is when a woman is getting married, these are the sort of things in Kente that they wore. Yes.
This is a woman's piece. I wonder how many women got married in this piece.
A whole lot. The olden days, you cannot get something like this. Cannot get these wedding gowns, and so this is what our 4 grandmothers and this thing were wearing.
Wow. So would a grandmother, let's say a grandmother would get married in this piece. Would she give it to her daughter
Yes.
to get married, and
Yes.
then her daughter after that? So this piece could have seen many marriages.
And
a lot of love.
You don't wear this only during marriage ceremony. When we are doing naming ceremony, you wear this.
So this has multiple purposes. Wow.
And if you are a queen or a king and you die, you will definitely be buried in one of the clothes that you wore frequently. Yes. The one that you like.
Wow.
Like if this attire that I'm wearing, I've wore it several times and I passed.
I can tell your jeans. You always wear your jeans. Wow.
I'll be giving one to be taken to a new wear that you cannot go to that new wear naked. So you must go with something that you like. So the Kente cloth that you like wearing more often is what you be taken away.
For anyone who he just talked about, it takes 9 months, 3 months, many months in so many instances. This is all hand woven. It's all hand woven. It's 175 years old. And no matter what the Kente is, whether it's Asante or Ewe, they do it in panels. So this piece is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 strips that are intricately done. This is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for breaking down this history and the mystery
Thank you.
of Ewe Cloth.